we have a little over a week till the Epic Raid race, and we still really don't know what it is. And there are plenty of people wondering how to best prepare. So over the next week or so, I'm going to try and talk to the best players I know in the game and see what they're doing and what they'd suggest. First up, we're starting with Saltagreppo, 4 times world's first winner and one of the best contest raiders to ever do it. First question, so the raid race is in less than 10 days. Individually, you specifically, what are you doing to get ready? And what do you suggest to others to get ready?
Well, the only thing I really need to do is just farm some decent armor with like weapon and super, since I'm not gonna be able to use the illegal armor if not swap is on and the new gear bonus is also on, most likely.
Yep.
So I need to do that just because I haven't done it in the past. If you've already done that, then you're probably fine. And then it's just a matter of like deciding which set bonuses you want to pair together, I guess, right? The new smoke jumper one is probably the best in the game, and then I don't know, you can kind of figure it out for the other two pieces.
You actually think it's the best in the game? It's a lot of DR.
It's DR for grabbing an orb. Like I don't think anything comes close. I don't know.
That's fair. I feel like I personally like Bushido and the Trials armor just because it's like healing on command. So that's just my preference.
Yeah, but the healing isn't much. Like on the Trials armor, I can see. Well, first of all, good luck getting like perfectly rolled pieces of Trials armor. But
front.
second, it's pretty situational to like pick up a special break compared to an orb, I would say.
What kind of practice do you suggest to teams preparing?
Well, you're gonna have to practice the raid. It's not a new raid, it's an epic raid, whatever that means, we don't know, but you need to get very familiar with the raid and like, know what to use in every encounter to like put out good damage to then be able to comfortably clear no matter the delta that will be there on the day, because we don't know like if it's gonna be minus 30, minus 40, we don't know anything. So like you just need to prepare yourself to like do well no matter the scenario, knowing how the damage phases work.
Do you expect a lot of changes with Epic Raid, or do you think it's gonna be like minor? Like how do you feel about changes?
I'm sure there are gonna be a decent amount of changes, but I would expect similar to like an Prestige Levy, where like they had a bunch of dogs, or the TP in and out on Kalus. Like I'm expecting stuff like that. I don't see them like drastically changing the raid. Like it's gonna be the same raid. I just expect an hard mode like D1 style, I guess.
There are a lot of teams in day ones, like proper contest raids, that place consistently top 20 or higher. What sets those teams apart?
I mean, probably like the main thing is probably just the individual skill of all the players. Like if all the players in a team are good at the game, then the team is more likely to consistently place better. The stuff like synergy plays a part, right? Luck can play a part, but obviously you're not gonna always have luck by your side. But if you're consistently placing AIG, then it probably means all your players are just good players. I would say,
Okay. Then
obviously that strongly depends on the raid. Like if the raid is very execution based, then even more.
So that actually leads into the second question then, and you touched on it a little bit. For you individually, what do you look for in a good day one teammate?
Regarding what I would want in my team, or like in general on a strong day one team?
In general, like what makes a good day one teammate, I would say.
If you want to build a team, like a strong team, first of all, you need to like decide what your goals are. Do you want to win? Do you want to get top 10? Do you want to get top 100? Do you just want to clear? And then you need to decide based on that, right? Like obviously, if you're like a new team, you don't have like a raid report and stuff like that, you're not gonna have people applying to your team that are like insanely good. They're gonna be good, right? But maybe they're not gonna be the best of the best. So like, then it's gonna be a matter of making trade-offs. If you find some players that are good and they seem to have a good personality and you have good synergy with them, then they might be like a good pick and you can like grow with them, right? I mean, in general, they should be players that are comfortable playing hard content in the game. Like if you want to clear a day one with someone, it should probably be a player that can comfortably, like, I don't know, solo flawless a dungeon, right? Or stuff like that. So there needs to be like a certain level of like baseline skill, and then after that try to find the best players you can while not sacrificing the personality side, because it's important for people to not tilt or do weird stuff during a raid.
No, that's completely fair. Definitely the skill part makes sense. I guess that's the other part is like, I get how much do you look for in personality?
Well, a lot, like obviously. Like I don't think it's something like me, like it's not something I can just sacrifice, right?
Yeah, it's weird
Like
because
the person
I've
like
definitely
being like a normal human is like the baseline. After that, like you look for how skilled someone is, I would
You know
say.
what the crazy thing is? I've seen teams do the opposite. Is that they don't consider, are you like a good human and often what ends up happening is that there are like a lot of people who don't end up liking each other on the same team, but put up with each other to go ahead and get the job done, which works for some teams, I guess, but often I feel like it can be a detriment. Um,
I mean, it can work, but it can backfire very hard, especially in a long race if people start tilting. And on top of that, I just also want to have fun. So I want to play with people that I have fun with, I guess.
oh wait, same question, but you're looking for someone for your own team.
Well, when I watch someone play, I can easily tell by how they move, how fast they react, I guess, like by a bunch of things, how good they are at the game. Or I can get like a decent idea, so to say. A good tell that like someone is a player that I would want on my day one team is if when I watch them play, I can often be like, oh damn, this thing I did here is pretty cool. Maybe I didn't think of that. While an indicator of like someone that might be a good player, but maybe not quite the level of like one of a top player would be that I watch them play and then I'm like, I would have done this here instead. If I say that too often, then it's like there's probably someone better to pick. Like it's hard, but
That's fair. No,
it's I don't. How do I say? I get surprised by very few players that I watch
that's
play.
fair.
So like I guess I don't. I mean, I don't mean this by ego, but like often I like watch people do low mans and like I'm not blown away, right? By like what they're doing. When I'm blown away, I feel like that is a very strong player.
No, I don't think that's any.
It
Yeah,
doesn't happen often, but it happened.
no, I think you watch enough player. I mean, you in particular probably watch like plenty of VODs and players, so that's completely fair answer. What advice would you give to others going for the completion or for racing?
For this epic raid specifically or in general, like
Yeah, for this one in particular, the epic raid.
yeah, I mean, I obviously this could backfire, this could be wrong, but I don't expect it to be anywhere near close in difficulty as the day one raid, since even if they give the bosses the same HPs and everything, like you already know most mechanics, again, unless they completely change them, and the meta, you have new gear bonus, stuff isn't gonna be disabled as much, so like I just don't expect it to be that hard, and by that, just like get in there and play consistent, like don't die too much, focus on the mechanics, and like, I just don't think it's gonna be anything crazy like damage check wise like it was. You just need to keep it simple, probably, I would say.
And that's that. If you enjoyed this, please consider subbing to the channel. It's free and it helps me a ton. And currently only 1 to 2% of you are subbed. Plus, we have more similar content coming right around the corner. Also, if you want to discuss this more or have suggestions on who to next talk with, join the Discord community, the Condom, discord.gg/con. When I'm not live on Twitch, I'm usually hanging there talking to people about Destiny, other games, anime, Pokemon, or pretty much anything else. Or just leave me a comment below. Whatever works. Till next time.